We keep on getting more and more proof that Xbox Series S, aka Xbox Lockart, is real, and I want to talk about it. What is going on, everybody? Randall419, the man with the million, back again with another video. Hope everyone's having a great day. If you guys could do me a big favor, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you very much, guys. So over the past couple weeks, we have been getting a lot of information that points to the idea that Xbox Lockart is definitely real and developers are making games for it. Now, the common thought is that the system will be announced maybe in July, perhaps August, and release alongside Xbox Series X this fall. Now, for those of you that don't know, Xbox Lockart is the code name for the cheaper next-gen Xbox. Back in 2018, when all the leaks started coming out about Project Scarlet, a family of Xbox devices, it always pointed to two systems. One that was codenamed Anaconda, which is Xbox Series X, and one that was codenamed Xbox Lockart, which is what we're referring to as Xbox Series S. A Twitter user posted this screenshot from Microsoft's Game Development Kit, the June 2020 release, and this information was then verified by people like Brad Sams as being legit. And you can see here, Lockhart is definitely mentioned. It says GPU capture may fail in Lockhart profiling mode if the title is using all available title memory. Now, this development kit is sent out to everybody, all the developers who are working for games on the Xbox platform. Lockhart is mentioned, which points to its release, but we got way more information to get to. So the next screenshot says the following console modes are supported in the June 2020 GDK. Scarlet Dev Kit. And if you've been paying attention, you remember that Scarlet was the code name for the family of next-generation Xbox consoles that Microsoft was planning. You have a default mode, an Anaconda profiling mode, and a Lockhart profiling mode. Now, dev kits are way more powerful than their retail counterparts. They usually have more RAM and things like that. And we know that Anaconda is Xbox Series X, so you would need a profile on that dev kit to be able to target your games using the power of that system. 12 teraflops, 16 gigs of RAM, and the clock speed of that CPU. But Microsoft is also planning on releasing Xbox Lockart, aka Xbox Series S, which is rumored to be 4 teraflops, have much less RAM, around 10 gigabytes instead of 16, probably a CPU that's clocked a little bit slower. So since developers are expected to support both consoles, how are they going to make games for Xbox Lockart? Well, you would switch to the Lockhart profiling mode on the Scarlet Dev Kit to make sure that your game was working within the parameters of the technology that Lockhart is employing versus Xbox Series X. And as you can see in the document, the Xbox One Dev Kit had a very similar setup. It had a default mode as well as an Xbox One S mode. Now, of course, it is certainly possible that Microsoft chooses to cancel Xbox Lockart and therefore never announces it. I mean, they've done that with products in the past, so I wouldn't be that surprised. But the big takeaway from all this is that developers have the information about Xbox Lockart. It's in the June 2020 GDK from this month. So developers know all about it. They're building games for it. We're about 4 to 5 months from release and probably a month or two away from Microsoft announcing the console. So the fact that Xbox Lockart is still mentioned in the June 2020 GDK is a good sign that Microsoft intends to release this console alongside Xbox Series X, in my opinion. But if you're one of those people that for some reason desperately don't want to believe that this is real and think that it somehow doesn't make any sense for Microsoft to do, because there definitely are people like that, well, there's even more proof that it is real. The same Twitter user posted some references in the Windows OS library of mentions of Xbox Lockart. In the apps and services.dll, you see mentions of Xbox Durango, which is the code name for Xbox One, Scorpio, which is Xbox One X, as well as Xbox Lockart and Xbox Anaconda. Here's another screenshot from the GameCoreController.dll that mentions Scorpio, Chuckwalla, Lockhart, Anaconda, Dante, which is the name of the Scarlet Dev Kit. And here's yet another screenshot for the XTF ConsoleControl.dll that shows Xbox One, Xbox One S, Xbox One X Retail, Xbox One X Dev Kit, Lockhart, Anaconda, and Lockhart profiling, and Anaconda profiling. The proof just keeps on piling up for the non-believers. You have Xbox Lockart mentioned with the profile setting in the Game Development Kit for June 2020 that developers are working on right now for games coming out this fall. It's in the Windows OS, and of course there's the name itself, Xbox Series. It's always implied more than one console, and yes, we only currently know about Xbox Series X, but Microsoft actually just trademarked Xbox Series back on June 12th. Come on, people. There's more than one Xbox Series console coming. You're gonna have X, which is the Anaconda, which is the most powerful, the premium system, and then you're gonna have this discless 1080p 60 machine that's gonna come out for an affordable price, and that's a pretty good idea with the economy the way it's gonna be for the next couple years. The only questions left to answer for me with Xbox Lockart is 1, when is this system getting announced? 2, what is the price point? And 3, when is it getting released? Now, as for when do I think Microsoft is going to announce the system, I know a lot of people are expecting it to be at this July event next month. Microsoft's going to show off Halo and Fable and a whole bunch of great games, and a lot of people think that they're going to give price and then showcase Lockhart. I don't think it's going to work like that. I don't think Microsoft is going to give price or announce Lockhart at this event. I think it's going to be strictly about games, and then sometime in August, Microsoft will start their pre-order campaign, and they'll have some sort of event or showcase finally debuting Xbox Lockart, giving the price for both systems. That is my prediction. When it releases, I always thought it would be a staggered release between Xbox Series X and Xbox Lockart. I thought they would be a month apart, and I still kind of hope that is the case, but I definitely wouldn't be shocked to see both systems come out the same day, perhaps on like November 19th. And then, of course, there's the price. It's been rumored to be as cheap as $199 and as expensive as $399. Now, I don't think it'll be $199. I think that's way too cheap, and Microsoft will be losing so much money on that console. I'm sticking with $300. I think Series X is going to be $500 with the possibility of going as low as $450. And I think Xbox Lockart will be $300 with the possibility of going as cheap as $249, but with the possibility as being as expensive as $350. So there you go, guys. More proof that Xbox Lockart, aka Xbox Series S, is real. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below, and as always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, share this out on social media, or tell a friend about the channel. And if you want to be notified immediately when I drop new videos, make sure you hit that notification bell. Thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it, and I'll see everybody in the next video. Later, guys.